Well, this, guys, I wanted to show you, this is my weather station from in the house. So, see right here, that's the indoor temperature, 71. And this right here is the outdoor temperature, 100.6. And this is 10:15 in the morning on July 22nd of 2026. So, when it's 100 degrees at 10 o'clock in the morning, you're gonna have a hot day. So this little weather station, I found out, is quite handy. So in the back, there's a battery inside, but the battery actually goes in here. It's like a little AAA or something, but it has this power supply. So with the power supply plugged in, you can push this button right here for the light. So right now it's on high, then you can put it on low, and you can turn it off completely. So if I unplug it back here, or if it loses power, the battery actually keeps it going. You can kind of see in the background, you can still see the numbers. There's just no backlight. So this weather station, this is from Ambient Weather. And I did a little research to find out which one I wanted. This one right here, doesn't look like this thing's going to focus very well. The model number is WS-2902C. And that's the model I decided to go with. So we need to do a little bit of maintenance on the weather station that's outside here. Let me show you where it's located. Where this thing's located is here. So let me show you why we have to do a little bit of maintenance here. We've got this up here. I've got some experiments going. See, those are infrared illuminators for this camera. Can't hardly see because the sun is blinding me, but that's the reason why the spiders like to make spider webs over here. The infrared illuminators are an experiment. We can go over that later, but I'm not sure if you can see, this is a big giant spider web here and a big spider web over there. So what can happen is they get inside the rain gauge up here. So this is the weather station itself. This right here is the rain gauge. This is what we're going to check inside. This thing here tells us what the wind speed is. And this thing here tells us the wind direction. This tells us the amount of illumination, like how much sunlight. This thing on the bottom tells us the temperature. So I had a problem in the past. This pipe right here, so this ladder, this is a 6-foot step ladder I used to get up there. The height of it is about 7 feet or so, 6.5 maybe. So whenever you check temperature, humidity, and wind speed, they're all at different heights off of the ground. So you have to just pick something in the middle, and that's what I picked, and I just so happened to have that pipe, and it just worked. I attached the pipe on the other side of this fence post using electrical conduit clamps, and there's a couple of them down here as well. These are a little different because I had to put a shim behind it because the fence post is not exactly straight up and down. I had to level the pole, or yeah, I guess it'd be plumb the pole. So I had a problem in the past where, in fact, there's an ant right there. I had a bunch of ants. They built a nest in the ground and were coming all the way up here. So I put this PVC cap on top of the pole to keep the ants, because they were just coming in and just cleaning the place out, man, flooding it full of ants. So what we have to do every so often, you see that little spring that kind of jiggles around down there in the bottom? that keeps leaves and stuff like that out. So we have to open it. You just twist this off like this. Get all these spider webs off. So see this little, see the spring kind of jiggling in and out? Well, it has a hook down here on the end. See how it moves? Boing, boing, boing. So what you do is you put the spring in here and you click the little hook on the bottom right there, and that's how it stays from, it keeps the leaves out basically. So I just put this right here, and on the inside here, this is where whenever it comes out, the water comes out of the bottom of this funnel. So it goes in the top and out the bottom. Whenever it comes out, it goes inside here into that little cup, and the cup fills up and then it dumps, and then it fills up and then it dumps. So every time it dumps, it knows how full it is because of the water inside of it. So sometimes what can happen is little spiders, in fact, I'll just show you real quick. See what it does? So the spiders can build in here, and the little cup, it can't dump anymore. So usually in the summertime, I come out here and inspect it and just make sure there's not a big old spider in there. I sprayed a little bit of bug spray in here maybe 2 years ago, and I guess it helped because I haven't seen any spiders in. That's it for the maintenance. In the past, when I had all those ants coming up here, I had to take all this thing apart right here and clean everything. So the batteries for it are right here. I think you're supposed to be able to pull it out like this and change the batteries while they're on the pole. Actually, I've owned this thing for a lot of years and I've never had the batteries fail. I've changed them whenever I came out here. Like when I put this cap on here, I had to remove it. So I went ahead and changed the batteries as a good measure. Man, I don't know how long they last, but I guess they last for years. So that's all there is to it. This right here is a little solar panel thingy. I think it's supposed to help keep those batteries charged, and maybe that's why they last for so long. But they're alkaline batteries. They're not rechargeables or anything like that. So that's how the weather station works, and I've really been pleased with this thing.